Hey, what's going on, guys? Sean here, living the corporate pilot life. Hope everybody's doing good out there. My throat's a little sore right now, so I apologize. I've been losing my voice for some reason, so if I have to pull the Marco Rubio and drink a little bit of water midstream, I apologize. But things have been going really good for me. It's been a little slow lately. I apologize for the slow video output. There are a few reasons for that going on right now. Partially because we've been pretty busy flying, and partially because I've had a few guys that I fly with that just don't really want to be on YouTube, so I can't record when I'm flying with those guys. So again, I'm working on a solution to that hopefully will fix that entirely. We'll see how that plays out. One of the things I want to bring up to you guys today is obviously I'm wearing Corporate Pilot Life t-shirt. I do have those available. They've been on the website for about a week right now. For those of you that are subscribed to the website, I've already sent you guys the email, and I've sent a lot of those out. I've got a few people saying they really like them, so hopefully that continues and you guys like the shirts. The material itself is super soft, one of the best shirts I could find, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. Livecpl.com, click on CPL swag. You can order any of the colors. I got red, gray, and black shirts available. I'm working on getting hats. They're not done yet. They're taking a little longer than I was hoping for them to, but they'll be out soon as well. I am giving free shipping on those shirts also for within the U.S. Outside the U.S., I can't do free shipping, but I am subsidizing part of that myself to kind of make up for it. So I apologize for those of you outside the States. I actually got one going out to the UK as soon as I can get it mailed out as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys like it. The camera giveaway, I announced the camera giveaway last month when I did the live video for this camera right here, the RemoView K1 camera, same one that I use for a lot of my footage. Obviously, I still have the camera because the guy that won it has not got back to me. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is there. I emailed him a couple times and haven't heard anything back. I think it was Jeffrey, if I remember correctly. So if there's any Jeffreys out there, check your email. If it was you that won it, I'll get it out to you. If not, by the end of the week or so, I'm going to have to pull another name. So if you guys want in on the drawing for potential another one at the end of the week, go over to livecpl.com, put your email in there, and yeah, you'll be on the list. I will be doing more giveaways through the same method coming up here soon. Even if this one doesn't go to you, we'll find new stuff to send you guys. So I announced last month that I am going to Sun and Fun here coming up in April. I'm going to be going with a couple other YouTubers. I received word that one of them has told his people, and he's good with me telling everybody. That's Baron Pilot. A lot of you guys follow Baron Pilot, I know. Super cool guy. I talk to him kind of regularly, and so we've chipped in with a few other guys that I don't know if they've told their people yet, so I'm not going to throw their names out. We've all chipped in to split a booth together, and we're going to be over there hanging out. Don't know if it's going to be all week or not. That information's to come. I'm working with Alarion to make sure I can get some days off to go over there and hang out. One of the guys is a flight instructor, and what we heard is he's going to bring a flight simulator, set it up for you guys to play on. So we'll see if he has a Gulfstream profile. Maybe we can fly the Gulfstream a little bit on his computer simulator. So hopefully you guys that show up at Sun and Fun come by and say hello. Let's see here. I have a mailbox. Some of you guys have figured this out. I got a letter the other day. I've been getting several letters throughout the past few weeks, but this one really stood out to me. This is all the way from South Korea. One of our service members over there, Private First Class John. I'm not going to give out your last name, but he sent me a letter, really nice handwritten letter, all the way from South Korea. I did get it a couple weeks ago. I really appreciate you sending me that letter. I have that address listed on the website as well. If you go to contact on the website, livecpl.com, you can find the address. And yeah, I really appreciate the letter. That was very thoughtful of you. So thank you very much. Speaking of the name John, I've been getting a lot of questions about if I've been hanging out with John still. I have been avoiding it a little bit because we really haven't been hanging out. There's not a whole lot to say with that. We just haven't stayed in touch since I left Presidential 69. So hopefully at some point we'll get back together and maybe shoot a video together and let him say hello to you guys. But in the meantime, we just really haven't talked too much. So to answer your question, I've been getting that a lot. What's John up to? How's he doing? I really couldn't tell you. Last I heard, he was filling my seat on Presidential 69 with another really cool guy. So hopefully they're getting along well and flying the airplane. But beyond that, I really don't know. So yeah, that's most of what I have right now for you guys. Usually I see a whole bunch of questions popping up over here in the messages, but I see no messages right now. So I don't know if YouTube is screwed up or if absolutely none of you guys are writing me, but yeah, I don't see any messages. So I'm gonna poke a few buttons here and see if I can figure out why. But yeah, I got no messages coming through. I was planning on answering a bunch of questions for you guys right now live, but if I can't get the messages, then it won't do any good. So, whoa, oh, I hit a button. They all showed up. Okay, cool. All right, let me see here. Let's see. I'm going to scroll up a little ways. I'm going to pick a few questions to answer. Do you fly into Pensacola? I haven't been to Pensacola in a while. Last time I was in Pensacola, I went to some diner right down the road, and they had the best fresh squeezed orange juice I've ever had in my entire life. They put it in like a frozen mug. So, Steady Rider, I think you just asked that. Yeah, I really enjoy Pensacola, but it's been a little while. So, why CPL 107? Obviously, CPL is corporate pilot life. The 107 is kind of a number that my wife and I share. Yeah, that's for us. That's a personal number. I'm going to leave you guys hanging on that one and make you guess a little while. But that one's a number that kind of stands out for myself and my wife. So let's see here. So you guys swap left seat, it seems. Yes. Let's see here. Dana. Yes, we do swap seats with this company, which is kind of normal for a lot of operations. I know we didn't do that on the previous airplane, but yeah, I swap seats left and right almost every leg. Sometimes not every leg, but depends on who I'm flying with and which airplane. Yeah, we do switch seats a lot, which I kind of like. You know, it gets people in both seats comfortable on both sides. The only real difference between the two sides is the tiller. Anything you can do from the right seat, you can do from the left seat. So it's pretty much the same thing, but yeah, we do, as long as the person's comfortable in the airplane. Yeah, we switch seats, no problem. Do I have shirts in triple XL? Great question. Yes, I do. I have small all the way up through triple XL. I have the option to go with a 4XL. I had a few of you guys asking me how big I can go. I can do a 4XL, but I have to switch shirt lines. It's not the same material, but it's the same cut, is my understanding. So if I have a lot of people wanting a 4XL, leave me some comments or send me an email, whatever you want. If I get enough people wanting a 4XL, I will definitely do that. So let me know if you guys need that. That's the largest that I've been able to find so far. If you guys need bigger than that, I may be able to find it, but I'll have to do some digging. So let's see here. Somebody says it's snowing in Milwaukee. So who pays for de-icing the airplane? The credit card. That's all I know. I swipe a credit card and somebody pays for it. I'm not sure if it's the charter, if it's the owner, or if the company eats it. I really don't know, but somebody pays for it. Doesn't come out of my pocket. So let's see here. Let's see. I've got a whole lot of hi, how you doings, and hey, somebody's here. That's good to know. Let's see here. I flew with a colleague of somebody, Richard. I'm not sure who your colleague is, but everybody I've flown with has been pretty cool. So must have been a cool guy. So that's good. Let's see here. How many stewards? Really? No, I'm not answering that one. This is a PG thing, but the answer is no for Chad. None. Zero. Sorry. Let's see here. Flew with Christina. I did fly with Christina. Yeah, she does a great job. For Adam out there, yeah, I flew with Christina a couple times. Super cool girl. I think she's going through a rough time right now. So thoughts are with her. For those of you that don't follow her, she has a YouTube channel. I can't remember what it is right now. I'll find it and let you guys know. But yeah, she's doing all right. I haven't talked to her in a couple weeks, so I'll have to give her a call. Let's see here. Freddie says he got his red shirt and a lanyard the other day. Very nice. Excellent. I'm glad you liked it, Freddie. Give me some reviews on the shirts itself. If you guys don't like the material, I don't know why anyone wouldn't like this material. It's phenomenal. But if you don't like the cut or something like that, we can always do something different. But so far, it's all been thumbs up on. So let's see here. Somebody said they're going to change their name to Jeffrey. Really? That's an expense just for a camera. But, you know, you want to do that, go for it. Let's see. Nova Scotia. All right. Simon up in Nova Scotia saying hello. I appreciate that. Long ways off. Hope it's warm up there, but I kind of doubt it. Let's see here. Richard says he announced it for Osh 19. I'm assuming you're talking about Baron Pilot. He is also going to Oshkosh 19. I'm working on it. We're going to see how things go here at Sun and Fun, and we may do the same thing. Go to Oshkosh 19. I really want to. I haven't been to Oshkosh since 2009. Was the last time I was at Oshkosh. I was representing Embry-Riddle, and it was a great time up there. So I want to go back. I just have to see if I can make it work. So we'll see on that one. Somebody saying hello from Perth, West Australia. I don't know what time it is over there, but it's got to be nighttime over there, right? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's early morning. So hello, all the way from Perth. Let's see. It's got to be some questions. Somebody give me some questions down here. Do I ever make it to Canada? I haven't been in a while. One of my favorite places is actually in Canada. It's Banff, Canada. If you guys have never been there, it's just west of Calgary up in the mountains. Amazing place. I went there years ago with John, and we had a great time. Just one of the most beautiful little places ever. So if you guys haven't ever heard of Banff, I think it's been on like the top 10 list of the most beautiful places in the world or something like that. And I agree, super cool place. I do enjoy Canada though. It's been a little while since I've been up there. Let's see here. When am I coming to Atlantic SNA? I have absolutely no idea. I don't even know where I'm going to let alone when I'm going to be in SNA. I will be out in California here at some point in the next few weeks. So I know I've got a few people looking for a meetup out in California. I'm going to see if I can make that happen. Let's see here. Will I be flying to the West Coast? I just answered that. Yeah, I'm going to California here at some point in the next few weeks, but I don't know exactly. And so I'm working on that one. I'll let you guys know. P1D, is he going to be at Sun and Fun? I don't know. We have reached out to Greg to see if he wants to come hang out, but it's a little bit of a long distance for him. I hope to see him there, but I really don't know. So you guys are going to have to hit up Premier One Driver to see if he wants to come to Sun and Fun with us. So hopefully he does. We'll see. I know Baron Pilot just met up with him the other day. I think they went flying even, and they had a good time. So hopefully he's doing well. I haven't talked to him in a little while. Do I ever come to Wichita? I have been to Wichita, but it's been probably 2 years. So, and it's only been one time I think that I've made it to Wichita. Not one of the more common charter destinations, to be honest, but I do like Wichita. Ooh, that's a tough one. David, if I weren't a pilot, what would I be doing? I have absolutely no idea. When I was in high school, that's like all I was going to do. I was going to be a pilot, period. Embry-Riddle was the only school I even applied to. So I have no idea what I would do. Yeah, I'd probably be a bum living on the streets or something because I don't know that I can do anything else, to be honest. Let's see here. What aircraft would I own if money was no object? From Life of Smoot. I've actually dreamt about this before, like daydreaming. If I were to win the lottery and could just buy any airplane, to be honest, you know, if it was like a practical jet, something not like crazy, I would probably do a single pilot aircraft just because I would like the flexibility of flying by myself. So the Phenom 300 is like one of the top on my list of airplanes to own. If I was just like stupid rich and just could buy anything and have somebody chauffeur me around, it would probably be like the Gulfstream, maybe 600, something like that that's coming out. And speaking of which, spoiler alert right here, I got a video coming out and I got to check out the Gulfstream 600. If you guys don't know about that airplane, aren't familiar with it, it's an amazing airplane. I actually got to sit in the cockpit of it, and I've got a video coming out, give you guys a little view of the cockpit. Didn't get a whole lot of footage of it, but a little bit. So definitely check out the next video that I got coming out. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I'm working on it, so give me a little time. Let's see here. Jason, are you a CFI, and would you consider some training time for some fans? That's a good question. I never thought about that. I am a CFI, CFII, MEI. I've got all of those, but I haven't instructed in quite a while. So that's a good question. I'll have to think about that one. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a little flight instructing. I don't fly enough in the little prop airplanes anymore, so I'd probably suck, but I'd give it a go. So let me know if you want to go do some flight instructing. I'm game. Let's see here. Do you ever get up to DuPage in West Chicago? I think the only time I landed in DuPage was in Seminole, maybe something like that. and it's years ago. When I go to Chicago, it's typically Midway, which, to be honest, is one of my least favorite airports. It's just always windy there, and for some reason, I always go there in the wintertime when it's like 10 below, blowing snow. I don't like that place. But yeah, I have been up to Chicago area, but never landed a jet at DuPage. Do I know Steve-O or Baron Pilot? Yeah, I already answered the Baron Pilot one. I do know him somewhat well. We talk somewhat regularly. Steve-O, I've talked to him once on the phone, but it's been a year and a half, maybe something like that. Yeah, I've talked to him a little bit, but I wouldn't say we're best of friends, just for no reason other than we just don't really hang out. So we may have to remedy that. When's the last time I flew a 172? 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. I don't know, something like that. I fly a few props, but they're diamonds. For some reason, all of the props that I fly anymore are DA40s. Not for any reason, just because that's the way it's worked out. So, any plans to fly to Dublin again? Right now, no. I'm sorry, George. We don't have any plans to come over to Dublin, but I certainly hope so. I enjoyed Dublin. Last time I was there, it was raining like the whole time, but it was still really cool to see. Got to go do a couple tours of the local factories, and I really like the area. So hopefully we'll be over that way again, but I don't know when that'll be. So let's see here. Do you prefer working for a charter service or working for a private pilot? I assume, James, you're talking about, do I prefer working for a charter or a private owner? I'm going to assume that's what you mean. And they both have their benefits. Working for a private owner, it can be really cool. You become part of the family for most people, and it's really neat experience. The only problem with working for a private owner versus a charter company is private owners typically have 5, 6, 7 airports that they go to all the time, and that's it. So you don't really get to go see all those other places that you do with a charter service. So for those of you that can hear it, I don't know if it's coming through the mic, but my wife's cat is coming over. We've been out of town for a few days, so I'm gonna make her a star here. She wants to come hang out, so run her off. She's been lonely for the past week or so she's been needing attention. Let's see here. Have I ever heard of a corporate 111? Certainly did. Flew it for many years. I have never heard of that. Sorry, that's pretty cool. That would be a pretty cool airplane to check out. Are the headsets you use your personal property, or do you use what's provided by the employer? It really depends. Some employers pay for the headsets, put them in the airplane for you. I own the headset that I fly with. I just kind of like to have my own headset. I'm not a big germaphobe, but for some reason, using the same headset that somebody else was using and having, another guy's mic muff in my mouth or up against my mouth, I don't know, it just kind of creeps me out for some reason. So I like to have my own. I just bought one, for those of you that followed it before, the Telex 8, Airman 8, I think it's called, and it's been pretty good, to be honest. I'm thinking about making a switch on it. David, who I flew with a little while back, had the David Clark, and really nice headset. So hopefully I'll get to move up to the David Clark. We'll see. I don't know. Cool. I love cats. Named Chloe. Sorry for David there. That was Chloe is the cat's name. Yeah. Let's see. A couple more questions. When do we get to meet the missus? If she was home, I would let you guys meet her right now, but she's out with the kids. So yeah, she's not here. I'm going to let you guys meet her at some point in the not too distant future. Yeah, she'll come on here and say hello. Yeah, no need swapping DNA. Thanks, Don. Exactly. Let's see here. The Vision Jet. Yes, Mark, do you have any interest in flying the Cirrus Vision Jet? I would love to fly that thing. I actually may have an opportunity at some point to go fly one. I hope so, because that is just a sweet looking airplane. I love the looks of it. The performance numbers are really nice, so I would love to go fly the Cirrus. I don't know that I can make a career out of it. Maybe I could. I don't know, but yeah, I would definitely. I'd love to go fly it. Any thoughts on the cancellation of the A380 yet? To be honest, I don't really have an opinion on it. I think it's a really, really cool airplane. I've flown on it a few times. What I was surprised about the A380 is how quiet the interior is. John and I flew on it from Madrid to over to UAE, over to yeah, we were on our way down to Cape Town or something like that, and we ended up having to go through UAE on Emirates, and it was a really nice airplane. Super quiet. We were on the lower level, and yeah, we were having a conversation on takeoff, and you would think we were just taxiing. How quiet it was. It was really nice. So, but I gotta say, I'm a fan of the Boeing product, so I gotta push the 747-800. I love that plane as well. So let's see. Have I ever met up with P1D or Aviation 101? Coming from Jeff. I have not met up with either of them, actually. I've talked to P1D a few times on the phone. And Josh from Aviation 101, same thing. I've never met him. I don't think I've ever talked to Josh either, to be honest. But my understanding is he's going to be at Sun and Fun. I hope he's going to come by Sun and Fun this year and say hello. I don't know that that's going to be a fact, but he may be able to come out and say hi. I think he talks to Baron Pilot quite a bit, so we'll see if that happens. I'm looking forward to meeting him. I hear he's a super cool guy. So, what is the shortest runway I've landed on with the G4? That would be 4,200 feet, I think. The runway was Tortola down in the Caribbean. Kind of short runway. I think it was right around 4,200 feet, and that'll make you pucker. We were able to do it legally, made all the numbers work, but yeah, it was with John. He was actually flying, and he did a great job nailing the runway and got it shut down, got it stopped. Plenty of runway to spare, but if you're not familiar with that runway, just on the other end of it, on the east side, it runs right into the water. There's probably, I don't know, 50 feet of land before you're in the water, and there was a sailboat sitting right off the other end of it. So the whole time we got the thrust reversers going, we're looking at this big old sailboat, and all I can picture is us just plowing through that sailboat. But luckily that didn't happen. All ended well. So let's see here. Don asks, have you met Nico Wings? I have not met him, but I will be soon. That one is to be announced coming up before too long. Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting him. Again, I hear he's a super cool guy, and so yeah, I'll be meeting him soon. Maybe make a video for that. If it ain't Boeing, it ain't going. I wasn't gonna say it, but since you made me, I'll do that. Have I ever watched the show Selling Jets? I have watched like 10 minutes of it, and I got bored. I'll be honest. I didn't make it very long. So yeah, it's one of those things that I fly them for a living. So watching other people sit on them, sell them, didn't do much for me. So sorry to those people. It's probably a nice show though. Let's see here. Have I ever landed to the south at DCA? Nope, I have not. I've never landed at DCA at all. So I usually go to Dulles over there. What is my long-time career goal? From Matt. I want to fly Gulfstreams for as long as I can, or any jets. I'm partial to the Gulfstreams, but I'm not going to say that's the only thing I'll ever want to fly, because there's a lot of great airplanes out there. Falcon makes some great products. Bombardier makes some really great products. So yeah, I want to fly corporate jets for the remainder of my career. I don't plan on going to the airlines. I would love to work my way up to a management position in the airplane. So maybe a chief pilot role, maybe an aircraft manager, or something like that. Not really sure, but for right now, I'm loving flying the airplane. So let's see. Somebody says, come on, folks, smash the thumbs up button. I agree. Hit the thumbs up button, guys. Thank you. Most challenging approach and why? From Christopher. I think the one everybody always says is Aspen, because it is a pretty challenging approach. You just have to be really prepared for Aspen. You have to know what you're doing. You have to do your homework to get in there, and you've got to be configured early. For those of you that have never flown into Aspen, it's a one-way in, one-way out kind of airport. For the most part, you can circle and land opposite direction, but most people don't. And you really got to come down at a steep rate of descent to make it down to the runway after you come over the mountains. So if you've never been in there, if you're a pilot and you are going to be going in there, be configured at red table. Just remember that. Be fully configured on speed at red table. If you do that, you're setting yourself up for success. If you come over red table and you're fast and not configured, you're going to have a hard time getting it in there. For most airplanes, some airplanes probably can do it much better, but the Gulfstream, for sure, you got to be configured and slow at red table. Let's see here. Let's see. Somebody just asked, let's see, maybe it was the same person, asked me long-term career goals as in 15 to 20 years. I just lost it, but I saw, there it is. Matt, I think the same question. Yeah, long-term career goal, where I see myself in 15 to 20 years. I would love to be retired in 15 to 20 years. That would be awesome. I'll set that as a goal, but I don't think we're going to meet it. So we'll see. But if not retired, definitely still flying corporate jets. So yeah. I know a lot of people have the big iron dream. They got to fly that, the 777 or the 74 or something like that, A380. To be honest, I never got that bug. I like the corporate airplanes, and I would love to stick to it. I want to go as fast as I can, but I'd like to stick with the corporate side. Let's see here. A lot of comments on here, guys. I'm trying to sift through them. Do I ever come out to ORD? Not really, to be honest. Like I said, it's midway up in that area. So, yeah. What is my favorite part about being a pilot? The destinations. Hands down, for me, my favorite part is the destinations. I love flying airplanes. That's obviously a huge part of why I do this. But for me, I love being able to explore new places. I mean, you guys have seen a lot of the destinations that we've gone to, Bora Bora, all over Europe and things like that. But before we started recording, John and I went to Thailand before. We've been all over to different European destinations, a little bit into Asia. Yeah, just some really fun, cool places. South America has some amazing places. We used to go to Costa Rica on a monthly basis, and it was like we felt like locals down there, and we loved it. Costa Rica was a great place. If you've never been, I highly recommend Costa Rica. We used to go to the Pacific side in Liberia. Great spot. If you guys want a good, not too distant destination from the U.S., I highly recommend that. Yeah, I made that recommendation to my mom actually a while back, and she went. I think she was ending a cruise, and she went, and she didn't really like it because it's a little more of an outdoorsy thing. And Mom, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but you're not really the outdoorsy type. So yeah, it's really cool for those of us that really want to be outside, the zip lining, the four-wheeling, the fishing, all that kind of stuff. I really like it. John and I actually broke down one time up on one of the volcanoes. We had a flat tire down some dirt road, probably an hour from any sort of civilization. We're out there changing a flat tire, and I ended up changing the tire, and guess what? The spare tire that the car had was also flat. So that was fun. We ended up limping it back to town and convinced somebody to give us a little bit of air. So let's see. Dulles Signature Air. Love that place. Yeah, that's where I usually go when I go to Dulles. It's a great service up there at IAD. The cat's back. What do you want, cat? You bored? Go do something else. Let's see here. Ever landed in St. Martin? Yeah, I've actually got, I think there's one, maybe two videos of us landing in St. Martin. Really great spot. Again, last time I was in St. Martin, I got some kind of food poisoning and ended up in the hotel for like 2 days straight. That was not a good trip, but I do enjoy Maho Beach, Sunset Bar, which I think is where I got the food poisoning from, but I don't know. We've been there a lot, and it's been great, but yeah, that one trip, did not enjoy that one. More Tech Tuesday coming from Paul. I'm working on the Tech Tuesday videos, trying to get those rolling again, so be patient with me. I'm going to try and get them rolling as soon as I possibly can. It's in the works, so I've got several irons in the fire for some cool opportunities for you guys, and yeah, so stick with it. I'll get some Tech Tuesday videos back up and get you guys back on it. Let's see here. Any advice for switching to Jeppesen plates? No, sorry. Max, I'm sorry. I don't really have much for you there. I use both. I go between Jep and the NOS charts quite a bit because I use ForeFlight on my iPad. And ForeFlight, now you can get Jeppesen on ForeFlight as well, but I just stick with the NOS stuff there. And then I have the JetView app as well. So I switch back and forth as needed, and I can use them both pretty much without even telling the difference. Sometimes I have to think, oh yeah, I'm looking for this aspect. I got to look over here to find it. But I'm sorry, I don't really have a whole lot of advice for you on that one. High-speed abort. No, I've never had to do a high-speed abort except in the simulator. Hopefully I never have to, but that's one of the more dangerous things that we can do as pilots is a high-speed abort. But no, I've never had to do it. Practice it every time I go to the simulator, and I've always done it perfect in the simulator. So hopefully the sim works well if it ever comes true in real life. Let's see here. My favorite aircraft during training from Ryan. I assume you mean my initial training, and for sure, Diamond DA-42. Embry-Riddle had just got him when I was going through my. I think I was already an instructor. I was becoming an MEI, and they got the DA-42 with the diesel, the Teal'c engines on it. What a cool airplane that is! Just so much fun to fly. We used to do some demo flights for potential buyers of the DA-42. They would come and ride along with us. And it's a 4-seat airplane. We would typically get at least 2, sometimes 3 people coming to want to see it fly. So a lot of these guys aren't, thin guys like me. No offense to those of you, but some of them were bigger guys. So in order to get a good amount of fuel in the airplane and three passengers plus a pilot, they had to trim down the pilot weight. So being the skinniest instructor at Riddle at the time, there were a few females that were skinnier. But so they were on the list as well. But I think I was the skinniest male instructor at Riddle at the time. So they used to put me on those flights. That was a really cool opportunity, getting to go fly those around, just having fun, shutting down engines just for the fun of it. Yeah, it was really neat. Great airplane to fly. Let's see here. A couple more questions, and then I'm going to have to shut it down. Ever had to land at a military airport? The only one I can think of is Guantanamo Bay, which there's a video of that out there. For those of you that haven't seen it, there's a video of us. I think it was just a takeoff, or maybe it was just a landing. I don't remember. I think it was just landing in Gitmo. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. One of the early videos, John and I landed at Gitmo. I think that's the only military airport I've ever had to land at. So let's see here. I just flew today. My drone under 400 feet. I love the drone thing. See John vlog. I actually haven't flown my drone in a little while. I got to get it back out. I thought about it yesterday, actually getting it back out. Go fly that thing. So yeah. For those of you that don't do the drone thing, you're missing out. My DJI Mavic is missing the sky. So let's see here. How was it being a CFI coming from Amon? To me, being a CFI was like critical in becoming the pilot that I am today. Someone told me a long time ago that you never learn how to fly until you instruct. And I'm not going to say that's true because I know a lot of great instructors, a lot of great pilots that never were instructors. But for me, it was a huge part of my career in learning how to fly. Yeah, I think I instructed for, I don't know, 3,000 hours, 2,500 hours, something like that. It was fairly quick, a couple years. We were instructing a lot at Embry-Riddle, and it was great. I loved instructing at the time. Back then I remember thinking, oh, I got to go fly with another student today. But looking back on it, definitely a huge part of my career, and I'm very grateful and very happy I went that route. So let's see here. Somebody said, why did you land there? I'm assuming you're talking about Gitmo. Can't answer that one. Sorry. Yeah, we had to land at Gitmo for a passenger situation, but that's about as far as I can go on that one. Sorry. Let's see. What drone do I have? I think I answered it. DJI Mavic Pro. I really want the DJI Mavic 2. I'm not a huge fan of the zoom lens one, but I think it's the 2 Pro, if I remember correctly. That thing's amazing. I really want to upgrade to that, but if I spend another, whatever it is, $1,500 on a new drone when I already have one that works great, my wife would kill me. So we're not going to do that for right now. Let's see here. Have you ever flown a Gulfstream 159? I'm assuming that, Michael, you mean a Gulfstream 150, because I've never heard of a Gulfstream 159. A G150, I've never flown it, but when I was at Flight Safety, I was actually trained on it. I was on 3 airplanes. The G4 was the first one, then the G150, then the G100. And yeah, the G150 was a really cool airplane, fun airplane to operate, but it was just in the simulator. Like I said, I've never flown it in real life. Really neat airplane, great avionics, great bird. Yeah, Gulfstream, even though it wasn't designed originally by Gulfstream, it's still a great airplane. Worst experience as a CFI. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. WRX Chad. Worst experience as a CFI, I haven't had any huge, like, major death-defying experiences as a CFI. I've had a few bad students that just really annoyed me, I guess, and some that just really shouldn't have been pilots. So those are always hard. But to be honest, I never had any like crazy bad experiences. I suppose one of the worst ones was I used to do spin training for CFIs for other training other CFIs, and we used to go up, 6,000 to 8,000 feet, and we would put the airplane into a spin intentionally to teach how to recover from spins and so on. And I had one student that just didn't want to let me have the controls to break out of a spin. He was having a hard time with it, whatever. Yeah, I had to kind of fight him off the controls for a minute. So that was interesting, but nothing crazy by any means. So let's see here. Lewis, good to see you, man. I haven't talked to you in a while. How's the new gig treating you? It's going really good, man. I've been very happy with the company. People have been great to me. Schedule's good, so I cannot complain, man. Yeah, I actually messaged with a guy earlier today that just joined Alarion up somewhere in the Northeast, and so yeah, he's liking it so far. I hope he continues to. Yeah, it's been a good company. I can't say anything bad. So. Modman, is the Earth flat? Let's see here. No, it is not flat. I know there are a lot of people out there. For some reason, the flat Earth conspiracy thing seems to be growing, but I'm quite confident the Earth is not flat. I flew all the way around it one time, and we went the same direction all the way around the Earth, and we got back home. So I don't know how you can have a flat Earth by doing that. Yeah, we're pretty confident that it's round. So let's see here. Ever seen the CIA Gulfstream? No, I have not. That would be cool. I'd be interested in seeing that from Joe Carr there. I've never seen the CIA Gulfstream, but if they're hiring, I'll go fly it for them. So, I like Alarion, but if I'm going to go join the CIA, sorry, I'll bail on that one. But only for the CIA. Let's see. Hello from Australia. Got a couple of people from Australia. That's great to see. Scott, you're asking me if I'm going to be at Sun and Fun. You must have joined a little late. Yes, I am going to be at Sun and Fun. I'm working on which days, hopefully the whole week, but I can't guarantee that yet. So I'll get you guys the exact dates that I will be at Sun and Fun. I'm pretty sure at least Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I'm working on it. So, ever seen a UFO? From Fred? Of course you would ask that. Yes, sort of. John and I saw something that we could not explain. We saw something flying. This was out in Las Vegas, so it's probably the military doing something, but we saw something flying that we could not explain. The way it was flying, the way it was moving, it was not an airplane. It was not a helicopter. I don't know what it was, but yeah, we saw something that was really cool. If it was the military out there playing around with something cool, I want to know what it is, because that was awesome what we did see. So yeah, I'm hoping to find out what it was someday, but knowing the military, I probably won't ever know. So any bad experience with wake turbulence? Yeah, I have actually. One of them is in a video of us going into Orlando. I don't know the vlog number. I'll have to find it. But yeah, John and I have hit a couple of wake turbulences, and the one that we have on video is probably the worst we've seen. The airplane rolled probably 30 degrees, 40 degrees quick. I mean, it happens like that. It just rolls. And John did a great job of recovering the airplane, getting it back straight and level. But yeah, if you guys want to see some wake turbulence video, go find it in there. I'll see if I can find it and get a comment for you guys later on which one it is. So let's see. Somebody from Estonia saying hello. I know it's the middle of the night over there. What are you doing awake? That's crazy. Traverse City, Michigan. Haven't been up there in a little while. Any insight on the G4 that lost the wheel on takeoff? No, I don't. I actually did see that. I was flying when that was going on. Not that airplane though. And the guy that I was flying with, he pulled it up and we were watching live video of it via the Wi-Fi. And pretty interesting deal. The guys made a nice safe landing. I think in Ontario, if I remember correctly. Ended up well, but I have no idea how that happens. How a wheel just comes off of the airplane. So I don't know. I'm going to dig into that one a little bit. I got to do some reading. But interesting thing, we've had a couple tire incidents here lately with the G4s. Between that one and then you got the one up in Teterboro where they blew the tires on takeoff. So yeah, not good, but we'll find out. Let's see here. Nicholas, what's the max climb for the G4? Normal weight and conditions. That's going to vary a lot. Normal weight and normal conditions is hard to say what's normal, but you know, for a good strong takeoff climb out, 5,000 feet a minute, maybe 4,000 feet a minute, something like that for a normal day. If you get really light and cold temps, you can definitely do better than that. But normal, probably 5,000 feet a minute is about the most you'll see. We don't usually do that because it's just an aggressive, kind of an uncomfortable feeling climbing that steep. So just for passenger comfort, we don't really do that. Let's see here. Somebody just said they received their CPL XL shirt. Very cool. I hope you like it. I hope you like the design, the shirt, the material, everything. So let me know what you guys think. I've got a few of them sitting over there ready to get mailed out from a few people that ordered them today. If you guys haven't done so and you want to get them, definitely go over to livecpl.com, order some shirts, and I will get them out. Post office is closed tomorrow, but Tuesday morning I'll have them dropped off and they'll be on the way. Let's see here. A couple more, and then we got to wrap it up. Have you ever flown into Minneapolis from Nick? Yeah, I have, but it's been a long time. I remember it being really cold, so it must have been winter time. But yeah, it's been a while. When will I be coming to Israel? I have no idea. I've never been to Israel. My dad used to go there a lot, and I actually just found out my little brother may get to go over there here before too long. I would love to go over to Israel and tour around that area because I hear it's just amazingly beautiful. So someday, but not anytime soon just because I don't have any trips planned. I don't have any Europe trips at all. So we'll see. Somebody saying the shirts are great. Love it. Thank you, Marty. I remember sending yours, Marty. I'm glad you like it. How does the sizing run on the shirts? To be honest, they're a little bit on the small side. I'm always in between a small and a medium shirt. I'm wearing a medium right now, and you can see where the length on the sleeve come. The length on the shirt is pretty long, so plan on having a long fit there. But the chest and the arms run a little on the small side. So if you're between a large and extra large, go with the extra large is my recommendation. But nothing crazy. I've had several friends, I've given a few of them away to some close family and friends that to have them try it to make sure they like the fit, and everybody's been happy with it. But yeah, it's always, if you're in between sizes, go with the next bigger one. And I haven't seen any shrinkage yet. My wife's been wearing hers quite a bit and she likes it. She said that she's washed hers several times, hasn't noticed any shrinkage. So hopefully that continues. So anyway, I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. One more here. My flight level, Portugal in your plans. I've never been to Portugal. That is on the list of places that I want to go. So yeah, okay. Don, fine. I'll answer yours too. Ever do an emergency descent? No, I have not, except in the simulator. We always do it in the sim, but never had to do it in the aircraft. Hopefully it stays that way. I want to keep it simple. I like the boring flights. You take off, you cruise, you land. That's it. Those are always the good ones. When you have to do that pilot stuff, that's a bad day. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Wow, 43 minutes. Drug on. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me that thumbs up, and I'll get a new video out for you guys, like I said, in the next few days. Get you guys some new content coming up. And yeah, so we'll see you guys coming up here real soon. Enjoy the rest of your night. See you guys.